Okay, good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's webinar. My name is Paul Croto. I'm so excited to be with you here this evening to share with you the rest of the story. So what I'm assuming has happened already is that you've listened to this CD called Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and you liked it. You found something on that CD that caught your interest. It's one of the most amazing CDs I've ever listened to in my whole life. The information on it, when I heard it over 20 years ago, I thought was unbelievable and just completely changed my life as far as the direction that my health went in. And I listened to it a number of times. I believe in every word that Dr. Wallach talks about on that CD. And it's really become the #1 health lecture of all time. So this is a very, very famous recording. And if you didn't get a chance to listen to it yet, please listen to it after this webinar. But I'm going to go ahead and talk about the man that actually made the CD. His name is Dr. Wallach. He's actually, this CD has sold over 350 million copies. So just to put in that perspective, the next best album or CD of all time was called Thriller by Michael Jackson. And that sold 50 million copies. So this sold 350 million copies. So it's by far the #1 CD of all time. Dr. Wallach actually started out as being a world famous veterinarian and then became a physician. So he took all the knowledge he gained from working with animals and said, let me try applying these principles to people. And it worked phenomenally. He was a Nobel Prize nominee. He's actually already written 13 different books. He's published 75 different scientific published articles. He authored the book, The Diseases of Exotic Animals, which is now in the Smithsonian Institute and just about every single zoo across the entire world. So it's an absolute world famous book. You can see it there in the bottom right hand of the screen. He's an international recognized speaker. He literally does over 300 lectures every single year. So every night of the year, he's in a different city giving his Dead Doctors Don't Lie presentation. So he's a remarkable person just for that alone, for all the travel that he does and how passionate he is about spreading this message to people and letting them know all the corruption that's going on in the world and how to take back control of your own health and how to fix these different health problems that people are experiencing without drugs or surgery. He also does 2 live radio shows every single day, and he's done that for over 30 years. So if you want to learn more about Dr. Wallach, you can go to drwallachbio.com. You can get the phone number to those radio shows. You can see where he's speaking. You can get copies of the books that he's written and copies of the articles that he's published and learn everything about him. There's actually a small video there that I encourage you watching also that talks about him. But what's really interesting about the CD, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, is the title. You know, what does it mean? What do you mean dead doctors don't lie? I don't like it took me a minute or two to try to figure out what that meant. Well, what Dr. Wallach did is he did this research to figure out which one of these 3 people on your screen would live the longest. So there's an athlete on the left, there's a doctor in the middle, and then there's this couch potato on the right-hand side. And logic would think, well, it's got to be the athlete that lives the longest because they're out there exercising every single day. They're taking good care of themselves. You know, they're probably eating healthy. And it turns out that the athlete, statistically speaking, lives the shortest. And then the doctor, and then the person who lives the longest is actually the couch potato. So this was like unbelievable, research that Dr. Wallach did. And the point of it was we're putting all of our belief and, we're putting doctors on these pedestals that they're like gods. And, oh my God, my doctor told me I got to do this or I got to do that. Well, my doctor said this, and we put them on these, these pedestals, like I've said. And again, statistically speaking, you should be listening to the guy on the right side of the screen because he's living longer than the doctor or the athlete. Now you're probably wondering, well, how could that be? Why is the guy on the right drinking the beer, sitting on the couch, living longer than the doctor and the athlete. Well, let's talk about some things here. Let's go over some things that Dr. Wallach talked about on his CD, Dead Doctors Don't Lie. First of all, let's talk about the corruption, which is unbelievable. So the leading cause of death in America is heart disease. The second leading cause of death is cancer. Okay, so those are believable. The third cause of death, believe it or not, and this is published by the American Medical Association. This is where I got this picture from. The third leading cause of death in the United States is actually prescription drugs. Now, I'm not talking about people who take a whole bottle of prescription drugs to commit suicide. I'm talking about your doctor told you to get this prescription, take 2 of these, and you're dead. Now, you would think, well, this can't happen often. Well, 493 people every single day die from prescription drugs, taking exactly what their doctor told them to take. That's 180,000 people per year are dying from prescription drugs. We tell our children, just say no, don't take these drugs. And yet I talk to people every single day taking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different prescription drugs. They're playing Russian roulette with their health. How do you know, or how could a doctor possibly know, if you take this drug, and this drug, and this drug together, what's going to happen to you? No wonder 493 people every day are dying from these prescription drugs. I'm actually shocked the number isn't higher. So the corruption is unbelievable. And I could sit here for hours and hours and hours and tell you stories about drugs. Just one drug alone, Oxycontin, has killed more people than cocaine and heroin combined. And yet it's legal. The FDA passed this drug. You can go ahead and take it. So the doctors are in the bag. The insurance companies are in the bag. The FDA's in. They're all corrupt. And Dr. Wallach's main mission is to point out to people how corrupt these doctors are, how corrupt the whole healthcare industry is. On the CD, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, Dr. Wallach talks about the need. What do our bodies need every single day? So your body needs these 90 essential nutrients every day to maintain optimal health. And the 90 essential nutrients consist of 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, and 2 fatty acids. So we have to have these 90 essential nutrients every single day. Now, the biggest lie ever told to us is that you can get all the nutrients you need, all 90, from the foods you eat. Now, I have a question for everybody watching this webinar. Do you eat perfect? My guess is your answer is no, I don't eat perfect. None of us eat perfect. But even if we did, and even if we grew our own fruits and vegetables in our own backyards, could you really eat enough fruits and vegetables every single day to get all 90 nutrients you need in the correct amounts and the correct ratios to each other every single day? The answer is no. There's no way that's going to happen. Now, just to prove my point, let's take a look at some statistics. Now, the U.S. spends more than all 204 United Nations combined on healthcare, yet the number of deaths from heart attacks goes up. The number of deaths from cancer is increasing. As a matter of fact, the number of deaths from cancer is increasing so fast that in the next few years, it's predicted that cancer is going to become the #1 cause of death. It's going to surpass heart attacks. Number of people with diabetes increasing. Number of people getting colds and flus increasing. Obesity skyrocketing. Well, there is one thing going down, and that's life expectancy. We're actually seeing people now burying their children because their children are not living as long as the parents are anymore. So we're really facing some horrific statistics here, as far as our health goes. And if we were getting all the nutrients that we needed, I don't think any of these statistics would be showing up the way they do. So what's causing all of this? Why are we having this epidemic of horrible health in our country? Well, because it all stems from the amount of minerals that we have in our soil. So I took this straight from the USDA, United States Department of Agriculture. They published these studies on the quality of the soil that our fruits and vegetables are being grown in. And you can see over the past 100 years how much of a decline there has been in the mineral content in our soil. If the soil doesn't contain the minerals, the vegetables can't have the vitamins or minerals in them either. And the fruits can't. So, like broccoli, let's take broccoli for instance. There's been an 85% decrease in the amount of vitamins and minerals in broccoli over the past 100 years. So, I used to spend all this money making these green shakes. I would buy kale and wheatgrass and all these things. And I make up this shake. And I bought this $600 Vitamix blender. And I was literally spending $100 a week on fruits and vegetables and making up these really healthy smoothies. And I thought, well, I'm buying these organic fruits and vegetables, so I must be super healthy. The truth is I wasn't doing anything for my health at all. None of those fruits and vegetables contained any nutrients. And, I was just wasting money. Now, they were organic. They didn't contain any pesticides, but they didn't contain any nutrients either. So just because you're buying organic fruits and vegetables doesn't mean their nutrient content is high. So what the real problem is with our healthcare system is that we're only focusing on the brown leaves on the tree. So this is my analogy that I use for health. So there's this tree, and on the tree, there's 12,800 leaves. And each leaf, basically represents a different disease that the medical community is made up. So over the past however many years, the medical community makes up these words. Like they say, you go to the doctor and you say, my knee hurts. And they say, oh, you have arthritis. Like, what does that even mean? It's just a made up word that they came up with. Or you could say, they could test your blood sugar and you got a blood sugar problem. Your blood sugar levels are going up and down really fast. Well, they call that diabetes. So they make up these words, and I can go on and on. There's 12,800 made up words that doctors want you to buy into. And the reason why they want to make up new words and come up with new diseases, so they say if you got this symptom, and this symptom, you got this disease. And the reason they do that is so they can come up with some sort of drug to mask that disease. So they can make more money by making up new drugs. And there's new drugs coming out all the time. So my analogy is on the leaf, a couple leaves on this tree are turning brown. The doctor tells you got some diseases. So what the doctor does is give you these drugs. And basically what the drugs are is like grabbing a can of green paint and painting the brown leaf green and saying we fixed it. You didn't fix anything. The leaf is still brown. You're just covering up the symptoms. So what we believe here at Youngevity, what Dr. Wallach's philosophy is to take care of the trunk of the tree, to make you stronger. If we give the trunk of the tree the nutrients it needs, the leaves will all be green. If we focus on you and make you stronger, you won't have all these health problems. They'll all go away. And two-time Nobel Prize winner Dr. Linus Pauling declared that nearly all disease can be traced to a nutritional deficiency. It's the nutritional deficiency in the trunk of the tree that causes the leaves to turn brown. If the trunk of the tree has all the nutrients it needs, I promise you all the leaves will be green, and it works the same way with people. So on the next slide here, what's the solution? How are we going to solve this problem? Well, we have to come to the conclusion that every man, woman, and child needs to take supplements. It's just the way it is. We're not getting the nutrients that we need from the foods we eat. So Dr. Wallach came up with this healthy body pack. And it's 3 products that get you all 90 essential nutrients in one place. Okay, so that's, everything you need is in these 3 products, all 90 essential nutrients. So in that little peach container there's a scoop in there. So I take 2 scoops out and I put it in 16 ounces of water and I drink it in the morning. Then I put 1 ounce of that big bottle, the Beyond OsteoFX. It's a calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D drink. So I take 1 ounce of that. I drink it every morning. And then I take 3 of the essential fatty acids. They're little gel caps that are in that bottle there on the screen. And if you do those 3 things, it takes you about 30 seconds. You will have all 90 nutrients in your body for the day. So it's absolutely fantastic what Dr. Wallach has put together here. Now, some people have severe deficiencies. So, they've been lacking these vitamins and minerals and amino acids and fatty acids for so long that they develop severe health problems. So what we encourage you to do, if you haven't done so already, is go to wallachhealthevaluation.com. It's a free evaluation, and you're evaluating yourself. And based on the things that you answer, we can tell if you're lacking any of these 90 essential nutrients in your body. Now, if you score a lot of points in category number 1, so this health evaluation is broken into 4 categories. Category number 1 is called hard tissue problems. That relates to any problems with your bones, your joints, your cartilage, your tendons, or your nerves. Okay? So we got the Healthy Body Pack, those 3 products I talked to you about already. And then what we're going to add to it is this product called Glucogel. Now, Glucogel is a pharmaceutical grade product. It's a health product that can rebuild joints and cartilage and torn tendons in your body. It's an amazing product. We have more stories, success stories from Glucogel than probably any other product in our company. It's just amazing. I mean, Dr. Wallach has helped people avoid knee surgery and hip surgery and neck surgery and elbow surgery, all from just taking this Glucogel. It's absolutely amazing. And we also have this stuff called CM cream, which, if you're in any kind of pain because your doctor's told you that you have this arthritis, it's just some kind of pain in your joints. If you're experiencing that pain in your joints, use this CM cream. It immediately relieves pain from you, and it's all natural. It's absolutely fantastic for any kind of pain you might be experiencing. It eliminates it immediately. Now, if you don't have a hard tissue problem, you may have a soft tissue problem. Okay, so there's 2 types of tissues in your body: hard tissues and soft tissues. So the soft tissue problems include anything with your skin, like if you have eczema or any kind of skin problem, have problems with your arteries or your heart or your lungs or your brain. All of these things are considered soft tissue in your body. So again, we're going to take the 90 essential nutrients, the 3 products, and then we're going to add some extra EFAs to that. Now, there's EFAs already in the 90 essential nutrients, but because you scored so many points in category 2, Dr. Wallach recommends that you take extra EFAs on top of the EFAs you're already taking in the Healthy Body Pack. He also recommends that you increase your selenium intake. Now, in that peach container there, the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, there's already some selenium in there. But if you scored high in category 2, you actually need some extra selenium. Now, selenium is such an important mineral that I encourage you to go to pubmed.gov. And I apologize for this slide here. Somehow the GOV got cut off somehow. But it's pubmed.gov. So this is the government's website. Now, I didn't make this website up myself. Dr. Wallach didn't make it up. It's the government that made pubmed.gov. Now, go to pubmed.gov and type in the word selenium in the search column and hit submit. I think there's like 30,000 articles that are published on the benefits of taking selenium. Literally, I could sit here all night long and tell you all the things that just this one nutrient out of the 90 does for you. So absolutely amazing. Now go ahead at pubmed.gov and type in the word selenium and then the word cancer and hit submit. There's actually 4,700 articles that outline the benefits selenium has on cancer. Now, you probably didn't hear this before. That wasn't on CNN last night. Because they're trying to keep this information under wraps. They don't want you to know the power of these nutrients and how they can naturally make you healthy. But I'm telling you, if you just go to the government's website, you can research it yourself and see how amazing just this one nutrient selenium is. So I can't encourage you enough to take some extra selenium every single day. Category 3 is blood sugar problems. If you scored high in category 3, you need to take this product called Sweeties. Now, what do blood sugar problems mean? What do you mean I got blood sugar problems? Well, when you eat a carbohydrate, it goes into your bloodstream. And your bloodstream, the amount of sugar in your bloodstream goes up. And then what happens is your body releases this hormone called insulin. And insulin grabs a hold of these excess carbohydrates, this excess sugar in your bloodstream, and it takes it out. And it tries to put it into the cells in your body. And it does all it can to put these carbohydrates into your cells. But a lot of times that our cell receptors become burnt out. And our body has to release extra insulin from our pancreas to try to get this extra sugar into our cells. And if we keep doing that over and over and over again, we get what doctors call diabetes. It's just nothing but a blood sugar problem. Your body cannot process carbohydrates properly. Now, what Dr. Wallach has noticed in all of his research is that we ask, why does this happen? Why do some people's bodies process carbohydrates better than other people do? And the answer is there's two minerals, chromium and vanadium. Those two minerals help your body process carbohydrates better. So you need to take the 90 essential nutrients, those 3 products. And yes, there is chromium and vanadium in Tangy Tangerine, in that peach container. But what Dr. Wallach recommends, if you scored high in category 3, you need some extra chromium and vanadium. And that's why he created this product called Sweeties, because it contains not only some extra chromium and vanadium, but some extra things also that help your body process carbohydrates better and help you prevent, having blood sugar problems, having all these issues with diabetes or with gaining weight. If you have a problem with weight, if you have a problem losing weight, you have a blood sugar problem, and you absolutely need to take Sweeties. Now, the last category is the category people do the worst in, and that's digestion. People's digestive systems are horrible right now, because let's face it, we're not eating the best foods. If you're eating a lot of gluten, if you're eating a lot of bread, if you're eating any kind of sugar, you're producing bad bacteria in your digestive system. And odds are you don't have a lot of good bacteria going into your digestive system. So you have this imbalance in your body where you've got a lot of bad bacteria in your digestive system and very little good bacteria. And that is a recipe for disaster. That's why people are getting so many colds and so many flus now, is because their digestive system is just horrendous. So again, we need to take our 90 essential nutrients and we want to add this product called Root Beer Belly. And it's the coolest product ever. It tastes like root beer. You rip it open. And it used to be like those pixie sticks. So you kind of pour it on your tongue and let it dissolve on your tongue. It's an absolute amazing product, and it will build up the good bacteria in your body. And then you also want to take some enzymes. Enzymes are going to help you process food better and digest better. So that'll lower your digestion score, because our goal is to get these scores from where it's at to 0. The definition of optimal health is to get your health evaluation to 0. We don't have any points whatsoever on that health evaluation. So let me wrap up this webinar by going over the 5 steps to great health. Okay, we want to teach you a practical guide to achieving and maintaining optimal health. So here we go. You got a pen and a piece of paper. I'm going to give you the 5 steps to optimal health. Here we go. Step number 1 is to take the health evaluation. So you want to go to wallachhealthevaluation.com if you haven't done so already and fill out that health evaluation. Now, somebody invited you to the rest of the story. So I'm going to assume that you already heard the story. The story is Dead Doctors Don't Lie, that recording. So I hope you already heard that. But if for some reason you didn't hear it yet, make sure you get with the person that invited you here and not only fill out this health evaluation, but also listen to that Dead Doctors Don't Lie recording. I promise you, it'll be the most interesting recording you've ever heard in your life. It's just unbelievable. So step number 2 to creating optimal health is to order the Healthy Body Pack and the add-on products that you need. So again, everybody orders the same basic pack, and that pack is the center to our sunflower. So the analogy that we use here at Longevity is our sunflower. And the sunflower, the center of the sunflower is the 90 essential nutrients. It's that pack there you see on the left. And then the petals on the flower represent the add-on products that you may or may not need to add on based on your score of your health evaluation. Now notice the stem of the flower there. Now it's kind of hard to read, I'm sure, on this slide on your computer, but the stem is the minerals, okay? So the Healthy Body Pack is made for someone who weighs 100 pounds. Now I weigh 200 pounds, so I take 2 Healthy Body Packs every single month. Most people weigh between 100 pounds and 200 pounds. So what Dr. Wallach recommends is adding some extra minerals to your regimen. So you take 1 Healthy Body Pack for 100 pounds, and then you take an extra ounce of minerals if you weigh somewhere between 100 pounds and 200 pounds. Because it's the minerals that our bodies burn through the fastest. So we want to make sure we're getting the proper amount of minerals in our body every single day. And Dr. Wallach talks about minerals extensively on that Dead Doctors Don't Lie recording. Step number 3 of the 5 steps to health is to clean up your diet. I talked about your digestive system. You take the root beer belly to get your good bacteria up. But at the same time, what we need to do to your digestive system is get that bad bacteria down. Okay? And the only way to do that is to cut out the gluten and to cut out the sugar. And actually, Dr. Wallach has something called the 12 bad foods. And once you enroll into Longevity, we'll send you a copy of the video and the list of the 12 bad foods that you need to remove from your diet so that we can clean up your digestive system. We fix your digestive system by cleaning up your diet. Now, we have a great pack here called the Keto Mega Pack, and it contains the Healthy Body Pack and all the keto products that you need to help fix your digestive system. It's an unbelievable program. If you're really serious about getting healthy, achieving optimal health, and maintaining optimal health, this is the pack to start with. But this is for very, very serious people that want to dive all the way in and fix their health immediately. And step number 4 of the 5 steps is to continue your education. Now, every Tuesday night here at Longevity, we have 3 calls that we do. One is a continuing education class by one of our doctors. Dr. Conaway does that. And then after that, we have an essential oils call that Brenda Wright does. It's absolutely phenomenal. Now, here at Longevity, we're a complete health and wellness company. So yes, the center of the flower is the 90 essential nutrients. And that's the most important thing for you to take. But what we put you on a path here here at Longevity is a path to total health and wellness. So it isn't just the 90 essential nutrients. I mean, we have healthy toothpaste and healthy shampoo and healthy laundry detergent. So there's no chemicals in it. We have chemical-free makeup. We have chemical-free skincare. I mean, we have everything you could possibly need to live a complete health and wellness lifestyle. And we're going to go over all those things on these continuing education calls. And then we do an Ask the Doctor call at 9 p.m. Eastern every Tuesday, where Dr. Conaway gets back on, and you can ask her, hey, listen, instead of going to your doctor and paying whatever, $25 or $100 for a doctor visit, you can ask her. She's a doctor. Hey, I got this problem. What the heck should I do? And she'll tell you exactly the all-natural way to fix that problem, without any drugs and without any surgery, how to fix it naturally. So that's 3 priceless calls we throw in for free here at Longevity every Tuesday night. And the last step, step number 5, is to make a commitment. So you probably been nutrient deficient for 30 years. We can't fix you in 30 days. It just doesn't work that way. Your body, I'm guessing, is probably severely nutrient deficient right now. So what we're asking you to do is to make it at least a 90-day commitment. Now, we're not going to ask you to sign any kind of contracts or anything like that. This is just a commitment between you and yourself that I'm going to give this 90 days. I'm going to go on these products for 90 days. I'm going to clean up my diet for 90 days and do exactly what, we're going to teach you how to do. And I'm going to be committed to being on these continuing education calls just for the next 3 months. And I promise you that your entire life will change. And I love this quote by Dennis Waitley. He said, commitment is that turning point in your life when you seize the moment and alter your destiny. There's a moment in all of our lives where we decide that health has to be a higher priority in our lives. Health is everything. If you don't have your health, you have nothing. Ask anybody 6 feet underground how important your health is. It's the most important thing you have. So right now, this moment is a moment that you can make a commitment to yourself, saying, listen, you don't have to go all out and be like me and a lot of other people in this company where we're 100% in health and wellness. But just take a small step at least tonight and say, you know what? I need to make my health a little bit higher of a priority in my life. I need to start doing something to get healthier because I'm going in the wrong direction right now. And just imagine where you will be 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now if you continue doing what you're doing right now. I promise you're going to land up in a bad spot. You just visit any hospital right now, or go online and read the obituaries. I mean, it's just horrendous, the health problems that people are going through. So what I want you to do is go to productorderform.com. Get with the person that invited you here. There's basically 5 different levels to get involved with the longevity. One level's $500 to go all out and get everything you need. Another option is just to pay $20 and get a bottle of minerals. Even that's going to make an impact on your health. Just do something. Do something that's within your budget because, again, we want this to be something that you can maintain for, at least 90 days, if not the rest of your life. I mean, we call this 90 for life for a reason. It's for the rest of your life. So I encourage you to fill out this form, get with the person that invited you here, go over this, get this form to them, and take back control of your health tonight. Make that decision to do that and to start lowering that health score that you have on your health evaluation. So that's the end of my webinar tonight. But what's going to happen now, for those of you that want to stick around, is Cheryl Moreland, the top distributor in our whole company, is going to come on and talk about something called vitamin M. Okay. Now I just spent the past half an hour talking about the 90 essential nutrients. Cheryl's going to come on and talk about nutrient number 91, which is money, vitamin M. And I've talked about the importance of your physical health. There's nothing more important than your physical health. But what Cheryl's going to talk about is your emotional health and your financial health. And we really believe that those two things are really important too. As a matter of fact, if your emotional health is horrible, and so many people's is, you have no chance of having good physical health. Most people are so stressed out from their jobs and from a lack of money that their stress level's so high, their cortisol levels are so high that it makes their health, the quality of their health, go way down. And that's really what's causing all these heart attacks and cancers and colds and flus, is just all the stress we're under. So Cheryl's going to talk to you just for a few minutes about joining Dr. Wallach's crusade and changing your life by sharing Dr. Wallach's message with other people, and how you can do that in a very simple way, by just sharing his message, by sharing that Dead Doctors Don't Lie recording, by sharing this webinar with people, sharing the health evaluation with people, and how you can earn some extra vitamin M in your life and reduce some of that emotional stress you're going to. So with that, I'm going to sign off, and I'm going to turn this call over to Cheryl Moreland. Cheryl, over to you.
Good evening, everybody. I am just going to wait for a minute while we load the slides. Oh my gosh, there we are. Well, good evening to everybody. Paul, thank you so much. That was absolutely awesome. And tonight I am really excited to talk to you guys about, like Paul said, the 91st nutrient, which is vitamin M. And let's get started here right away. So I'm going to ask you guys a question, and I want you to think carefully as we ask this question tonight. That question is, are you satisfied with where you are in life? And take just a minute and kind of let that sink in and really think about that. And as you're thinking about that, I want to talk a little bit about some of the experiences that I've had. And I have experiences every single day to talk to a number of people. And I always like to ask them 4 questions so that they can kind of see where they're at in their own life. And the questions that I ask, the first question is, on a scale from 1 to 10, how satisfied are you with your job? And, you know, people answer me, the answer is usually quite low. You know, that number, it's usually like a 4 or a 5. The second question I ask is, on a scale from 1 to 10, how satisfied are you with the amount of money that you make? Again, kind of low on the score there. The next question, how satisfied are you with the amount of free time that you have? And of course, moms are like, I don't even know what free time means. And I completely understand that. You know, the days. What do I do? Okay, looks like we're back. Fantastic. Okay, and then the fourth question that I ask people is, on a scale from 1 to 10, how satisfied are you with the amount of money that you have saved for retirement? Okay, now if all the other scores are a little bit low, that one is almost always either 0 or 1, because really people are not saving money. And, you know, especially right now, it's like a lot of us are not even thinking about retirement. So think about that and just kind of keep in mind those different scores that you've given yourself tonight. And then let's look at some statistics along these same lines. So let's look at the 40-year plan. So think about this. 1%, for every 100 people who reach the age of 65, 1% are wealthy, 4% are financially stable, 5% are still working. That was my dad. He, you know, worked and worked and worked until he was really quite a bit older. And it's because he had to do that, right? And so 28% are dead. Okay, that's absolutely crazy. And we just heard from Paul about how we are really on a mission to change this number. That's just absolutely amazing. And when I look at this, I think, oh my gosh, 28% of the people are dead. That's crazy. Well, look at the percentage of people that are dead broke. 62% of all people are dead broke. And, you know, this is one of my biggest fears. I am not about to become one of these statistics. So 90% of people are either dead or dead broke at the age of 65. And I want you guys to think about this. The reason why you are where you are at this point in your life is because of the quadrant that you have chosen to be in. Okay, so let's look at that. Robert Kiyosaki wrote this fantastic book called Cashflow Quadrant. If you haven't read that, please grab that book and read it, because it really explains the different quadrants and where we really want to be. And all of us, I promise you, want to be on the right-hand side, not the left-hand side. So let's look at this. So an employee, that's just where you have a job. You're trading time for money. I've been an employee before. Then, then there's self-employed, and we all think, oh my gosh, that sounds like a great idea. Being self-employed, I'm going to get to be the boss, and I'm going to get to tell other people exactly what to do. You know what? You can make a little more money, but I promise you, the headaches that come along with being self-employed way outnumber any amount of money that you could make. And so really, these two quadrants are not where we want to be. Okay, but let's look on the right-hand side, a business owner. We absolutely want to be a business owner. It's where you own a system and people work for you. And then investor, absolutely. Investor, who would not want to be an investor? I think it's a fantastic place to be. But guess what? To be an investor, you need to have money. So, you've got to have money to even start investing. And so that's why this B quadrant, we know for sure, is where we want to be. So really look at it like this. You have 4 choices in life. You can be a McDonald's employee. You can own a McDonald's restaurant. You can be the McDonald's CEO, which is where we want to be, or you can invest in McDonald's, which is certainly something that we want to do a little bit later on when we've, made some money so that we can be an investor. So if you don't build your dream, this is one of my favorite sayings, and this is so, so true. If you don't build your dream, someone will hire you to help build theirs. And I really believe that that is just so true. Okay, so now that we've established that the B quadrant is where we want to be, that is the place to be, the next obvious question is, which is the best B quadrant company? And I really believe that Youngevity is the very best B quadrant company. And I've looked at all sorts of different companies. I've done a ton of research. I've really, kind of looked into this and really made my decision when it came to Youngevity. Was I really in the place that I wanted to be? And was this really what was best for me and for my family? And after all the research and all the things, that I've really looked at and all the different companies, I came to the conclusion that absolutely Youngevity is the best place to be. So there's a few questions that you want to ask yourself when you're deciding which B quadrant company you want to join. And I really urge you to do your research and, really look into this. And this is a business. This is a real business, and you need to treat it exactly, like that. You need to do your research, and you really need to come to understand and think about these 4 different principles of business. So are you going to be in a huge and expanding market? Well, Youngevity absolutely is in a huge and expanding market. The health and wellness industry, we just listened to Paul. It was absolutely fantastic. And this health and wellness industry is expected to hit the 1 trillion mark by the year 2018. So it's perfect timing. What about a unique and consumable product? The 90 essential nutrients. Nobody has, the 90 essential nutrients. And not only that, but we have tons and tons of other products that are absolutely fantastic. What about timing? Think about this. How many baby boomers are there? There's millions and millions, and they all want one thing. They want to live younger, longer. And, the more people I meet, the more I realize that it's really all about the way we feel. You've got to feel good inside. You have to feel like, you've got energy. People want to lose weight. When I talk to people, it's more and more about, I just want to live a more stress-free life and to have more energy and be able to spend more time with my kids and just feel all around healthier. Physically and emotionally and mentally. And, and so that's something that Youngevity does offer. Absolutely. So number 4 is leverage. So some people make $50,000 a year and others make $50,000 a month. And the difference is leverage. And longevity gives you the leverage you need to achieve your dreams. Now, when I talk about leverage, the way I like to think of it is and Dr. Wallach always used to say this to me, Cheryl, what you want to do is you want to be with a company and you want to build a business where you can be sleeping and people on the other side of the world are still working, people that are on your team making you money. And so I've always kept that in my mind. And absolutely, that is so, so important and something that we really, want to do. So there's some other things that we really need to look at and you need to consider if you are going to, be in the best B quadrant business. So think about this. Longevity has the best message. Paul just talked about that. Dead Doctors Don't Lie. It sold 350 million people have listened to this. Do you think health's important? I think so. 350 million people are interested in their health, interested enough to listen to this CD by Dr. Wallach. So one of my favorite sayings by Dr. Wallach is every health problem can be traced back to a deficiency in the 90 essential nutrients, right? So I absolutely love that. So the best message, absolutely. Longevity has the best leader. Dr. Wallach is the best leader. And I'm telling you, if there was anybody on earth that I was going to follow, it would absolutely be Dr. Wallach, because he has a focus, he's on a mission, and he's got this vision, and he is going to take as many people along with him to enjoy that healthy lifestyle, and also that, that vitamin M that's so essential. He set this up 20 years ago so that all of us could, join him and really make a difference in our own lives. And Paul talked to you, about Dr. Wallach, so I don't need to go into that, but really he's on a mission and he's got this vision, and it's just, it's really to help each and every person, and really joining him has been the best thing that's ever happened to me in my whole life. So let's move on. What about the best products? The 90 essential nutrients. Absolutely. 90 for life. And we've got the Healthy Body program, and we want everybody to just feel better. So let's look at the best price. If you could go out and try to get all 90 essential nutrients, but I promise you it would be so hard to take them because you'd be taking tons of different pills and potions and drinks and all these things. Whereas longevity just has all 90 essential nutrients in three different containers. And Paul talked already about that, but gosh, the difference in the savings is just unbelievable. $254 a month in savings alone. So fantastic. So yes, the best price. Does longevity have the best focus? Absolutely. Longevity is focused on the 90. Our focus starts with the 90 for life. And how important is that? Well, Dr. Wallach says that every man, woman, and child needs the 90 essential nutrients every day of their lives. So every single person that you meet is somebody that needs our products and needs, longevity as a company. So this is wonderful. So the 90 essential nutrients is the best focus, and the best add-on products. Paul talked about the different add-on products. We've got the 90 for life, which is where it all starts. And then we can talk about the healthy coffee. I know somebody that loves coffee, and this is the healthy coffee. What about the healthy chocolate? Oh my goodness, every person I know loves chocolate. We've got the Rebound. I mean, that's a wonderful, wonderful drink to have as you're working out, and also after you work out. It's just fantastic to replenish all of those nutrients that we lose as we work out. The 90 essential nutrients. Yes. How about the essential oils? And I've got my favorites. I absolutely love them. And then makeup. Gosh, you guys think about that. And the skincare there too. Think about this. If you are putting great things into your body and you are becoming healthier and healthier, why on earth would you put something on your skin, lotions or anything like that, or makeup? Why would you put anything on your skin that isn't 100% good for your body? You have to do that. And that is what our mineral makeup is. And that is what our skincare line is. So all of those things, the best add-on products, absolutely. The best reorder rate. So, 90 for life means just that. It's a for life message. So you have to take it forever, but you want to take it forever because it makes you feel so good. And, why wouldn't you want to take it? And I think that that's why our reorder rate is so fantastic, because it is for life. And you feel so great when you get on these products that you absolutely want to keep taking them. And then we're absolutely focused on the results, which is you feeling better. And then what a wonderful continuing education program that we have. We've got Dr. Conaway on her call where she goes over and really talks about the different things the different ways that you can get and become healthy, and then the different products that you can take while doing that. We've got Brenda Wright, who talks about the essential oils. So we have all of these wonderful continuing education programs to really keep you on the path to health and nutrition. So Longevity does have the best system. So think about McDonald's. When somebody goes and buys a McDonald's for millions and millions of dollars, they don't just get to take over, right? They have to go to Hamburger University. There is a system that they have to follow, and they sign an agreement that they will follow this system. So Paul and I have put together the absolutely most fantastic system here at Longevity, and it really spells out exactly the way that you can become really successful. And I love this system because it doesn't matter where you've come from or what you've done or how much schooling you've had. Absolutely not. What matters is the system. So the system, you just plug right into the system, you follow the system, and then you reap the rewards from following that system. And tomorrow night, we're going to have a fantastic call, our Star School call, which is on Thursday night, and we are going to go over how to win, oh my gosh, the TAC trip. So I'm super excited about that. So we've got a wonderful system here at Longevity. Let's talk about huge tax savings. Oh my gosh, you guys, the biggest expense in our lives are income taxes. This is so true. And so we need ways, that we can deduct some things. And when you have your own business, when you're in the B quadrant, you absolutely can take these things as deductions. And so it's wonderful. I mean, trips. Any trip I take, it's a deduction because I'm talking about the business. I'm doing business meetings. I'm talking to people. What about your cell phone usage? Absolutely. We need our cell phones to do when we have our B quadrant business. What about deduct your Wi-Fi connection, your home office space, your computer? My absolute favorite is we get to deduct our clothing costs. I love that. So what about your startup costs? We can deduct all of our startup costs. So we can, and so much more. We can save thousands of dollars every year by running your own B quadrant or home-based business. So the best business plan, Longevity does have the best business plan. And to get into the B quadrant, you can do that with Longevity for a one-time fee of only $25. Gosh, that's just amazing to me. And then you can pick the product level that is best for you. So you get to pick that, you get to make that decision. And then you are going to go to the ygbusinessplan.com, and it talks about our business plan and how we can run a really great business and get started correctly, which is super important. So get into the B quadrant business, achieve your financial goals, and achieve your optimal health. So important. all of these things. So let's talk a little bit about what we get for $25. So you get at least $5,000 worth of tax savings every year for the rest of your life. You get Steve Wallach to run your business for you. You get Dave Brisky to be your president. You get a world-class product development department, a world-class marketing department, a world-class customer service department. You get a world-class payroll department, a world-class shipping department. And you know, these are all things that when you own your own business, you would absolutely have to pay for millions and millions and millions of dollars. Not only that, but you would have to buy some inventory. And right now you have that already in San Diego in the Longevity warehouse, over $40 million in inventory. And then not only all of those things, but you get the best training and support in the industry. All of that for $25. Absolutely amazing here at Longevity. And then we've got a couple of other things that are like my favorite things to talk about. So we've got a free product program, right? You refer 3 and yours is free. It's that simple. You talk to 3 people, you help get them healthy, and you get Longevity will give you your products free. So, and all you have to do is become part of Dr. Wallach's crusade. We help him share the 90 for life message. One of my favorites, this might be my very favorite, is our free car program. You guys, this is the best car program in the whole industry. And I'm not even kidding you. What I love about it is you get to pick the car. How cool is that? Nobody has to tell me what car I want. And all of us want different things, right? But you get to pick your own car. You get to pick the color of the car you want. And then Longevity simply makes the payments. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. And it's like one of my favorite things. So free car program. All right, the free vacation program. You guys, Paul and I have just gotten back from the most fantastic vacation that we worked towards, and we won. We went to Breathless in Punta Cana, and it was just absolutely wonderful. I thought it was like one of the best trips ever that Longevity has put on, and we are on our way next year to Cancun, Mexico, and the name of the place is called Dreams. We really want you guys there with us. It is just something that you really don't want to miss. And tomorrow night, that is what we are going to be talking about on our Star School call tomorrow night. So it's really important that you're on there and hear about how you too can win this. And believe me, it's not that hard. So, and it's super exciting. So we've got free vacation programs. But you know what? One of the greatest things in Punta Cana for me was really the people. And to me, that's what Longevity really, really stands for. Stands for helping other people. That's really what we do. And I love this saying by Zig Ziglar. He says, let me talk about this first. I really believe there's 4 things that people want. They want better health. Absolutely. And, you know, I love, and I think Paul just said this, but I love the whole, if you don't have health, you don't have anything. And that's so true. And, you know, and then I love it when people say, and if you don't believe that, then just ask somebody who's having some health challenges. And it's so true. Another thing that people want, you know, more money. Absolutely. You know, so many people are stressed out and they just don't have enough money. It's hard to make ends meet. So more money is absolutely, you know, one of the top things that people want. More time, freedom, sure, to spend with your family and your loved ones. Absolutely important. And then really, you know, the longer that I've been doing this and had the opportunity to meet people, I really believe that people want to live on purpose. They want to have a purpose in life. And I really believe that my purpose in life is helping other people with Dr. Wallach's message and through Longevity. I love this saying by Zig Ziglar, you can have everything in life you want if you will just help enough other people get what they want. And I really believe that, that's like the vein that runs through Longevity. All of us here at Longevity really do believe that. So we want you to join our winning team. And I really do think it all comes down to, the very best people. That's who I believe we have here at Longevity. We would love for you to join us. It's all about achieving optimal health. That is absolutely great. Achieving total financial freedom is wonderful. Achieving time freedom, absolutely great. But being surrounded by the best of the best is absolutely priceless. And then let's talk for just a minute about the road of life. So, with our help, you can do this. I know you can. There's no secret. We've got a system put into place. It's really time for you to think about where you're at and how you can make a positive change in your life. And we're here to help you do that. There's 3 things, though, that you really do need to believe in. The very first one is network marketing. Super important. If you have not listened to the link or the CD, and I am Brilliant Compensation, that is absolutely essential that you listen to that. Get with the person that brought you tonight, and they'll be able to get you the link or a CD called Brilliant Compensation. And that is the one of the CDs that when Paul, it'll talk to you about network marketing and really build your belief level in that so much. And when Paul heard that, he quit his job and decided he was never going to work for anybody again. So it's really something, to listen to that and really believe in network marketing. You've got to believe 100% in Longevity. Super, super important. And we've got so many things in place for you to do that. And number 3, which I believe is the most important thing in the world, is you really have to believe in yourself. And we also have things put into place, personal development, things like that, emotional mastery, system mastery, all of these things are put into place for you to really start to believe in yourself and know that you can do these things. And I love this saying, you can either achieve your dreams or make excuses, but you can't do both. And I am sure that, if you're new to this call tonight, then we can absolutely help you do this and become successful in whichever way you choose. So I want you to get the product order form. You can get that right there at productorderform.com. Get with the person that brought you tonight and get that filled out and join us. Now's the time. All of these things that we've talked about tonight are so important. Look into them, really consider it. And we would love to have you join us here at Longevity. So get with the person that sent you, and I hope that you guys have a great night and start living the 90 for life lifestyle. Thank you.